Hey there, welcome to a new video. Ableton Live 12.4 dropped today, and in this video I'm quickly going to demonstrate you all the new features. But at the end of the video I will also talk about Ableton's future and what I miss in it. But for now, let's get into the new features first. I have prepared this sub-bass sample right here, which is from Surgeon's new sample pack, and on this one I want to demonstrate you the new Erosion. Without Erosion, the sub-bass sounds like this. And with Erosion, we can add noise to it. And the new features are basically that we can make the noise stereo. And we can also blend between a sine and the noise, which can be really cool for sound designing, but also adding some crunch and also harmonics. In general, I really like the new UI we got here. Plus it feels polished. And yeah, that's basically everything we got in Erosion. So let's move over to the chorus. We have this growl bass, which is also from Surgeon. Shout out to him. You can get these two samples in his new sample pack, which is insane. This growl is really nasty, but with the chorus, we can make it more stereo, or we can add some voice to it. And in the updated chorus, we now have more control about the timing, which is pretty cool, I guess. I think this is especially cool for sound designing and stacking it with more choruses on top of each other and then just applying macros to everything and having fun and coming up with cool sounds out of this. But in general, I would not use this if I just wanted a standard chorus effect, because in my opinion, there's a better chorus already, which is the flex chorus for minimal audio. This is a really sick device because we can stack up to 24 voices, have a multi-band option built in, and we can give it a classic character. And I think you are able to hear what this chorus is capable of instead of the chorus ensemble from Ableton. So always when I'm using choruses, I'm using the flex chorus because you have so much control, plus more stuff on top of it, like the different styles, but also the multi-band option, which you can also shift to just a filter. So this is my chorus to go, and I don't really see a use point in the chorus ensemble, to be really honest. But now let's move over to the delay, which is pretty much my most used Ableton device after the EQ, I guess. I really like the Ableton delay because of the visualization, and also the new update is a really cool addition. So I've prepared this plug sample from riot. Just a node one shot essentially, and with the delay, yeah, we can add more tabs after it. But we have this new LFO section down below, which is extremely good for modulation, and you can come up with complex delay patterns. So let's quickly loop this and see what we can do with it. You now got an impression of what this section does down below. I think my use case for this would be sound designing, just stacking a bunch of these on top, putting macros on all the parameters, and then just having fun and going crazy, because you can come up with cool textures and cool sounds by using this. But in my opinion, what the delay is missing is an option for stereo width, so you can control the ping pong signal a little bit better if you want to get a stereo character out of it, because usually you would have to load in a utility and then just turn down the width if you want to touch the stereo on the delay. But the delay will still remain in my arsenal, and I'm really enjoying how the Ableton delay works and looks like. Last but not least, the stem extraction feature got a huge update in Ableton Live 12.4, and let's quickly test this. I have this recording, which is just a scene from the Mall series. So it includes lots of different elements. We now have the option to just isolate a specific area, because usually if we wanted to just isolate the stems from a certain part, it would have extracted everything from an audio file. And now we can just select this area like I did here and just right click and click on separate stems. We have the vocals, drums, basses and other stuff option right here. Nothing has changed here, but we also now have the option to merge to a single track if we are extracting stems from multiple tracks already. I think this is what it does. And now let's click on it. And the progress bar is also new, I think, but correct me if I'm wrong. And now we got the isolated stems from just this section and not everything else which is following before or after. And this is pretty cool and allows more flexibility. But this is basically everything we get in Ableton Live 12.3. And I really hope Ableton delivers more stuff with the next major update, which should be Ableton Live 13. Because my biggest problem in Ableton is when you work on large projects, it really slows down the entire process. Sometimes loading in an EQ or utility takes 10 seconds, which is insane. Because I have a pretty good PC with the best CPU you can get. It's an AMD 9950X 3D. I also have 64 gigabytes of RAM and an RTX 5080 graphic card. So I have like the best stuff you can currently have. My point is that Ableton slowing down does not come from the hardware. It's a software problem because other DAWs like Bitwig don't have this issue. And I really hope that Ableton fixes this issue for large projects. It's definitely more a Windows issue from what I've heard. And I really hope they address this in the next major update, because if they don't do that, or if they don't plan to do that, I will switch to Bitwig sooner or later. Bitwig has some insane stuff in it, and I will definitely try it out in August, because I got FL Studio in 2020 and then I switched to Ableton in 2023, and now it's almost 3 years later again. So it only makes sense to me to try out a different DAW again and start learning something new, and also evolving my own productions, which is always a goal of mine, to come up with new stuff and also try out new workflows and UIs and just see what's possible in the music creation world. But this sums up everything for today's video. Please let me know in the comments what you think of Ableton Live 12.4. Also make sure to drop a like and comment, which is the best way to support the channel. And also please tell me what you wish from Ableton in the future. That's it for today. Make sure to check out my other videos, which will appear on the screen somewhere now. And see you in the next video. Have a great day and goodbye.